Welcome to my channel regarding problem solving skill building. I am Sudhir Mahale. I am problem solving coach. I have started this channel to help working professionals to develop their problem solving skill because this is the skill required for growing their career, and recruiters are looking for this number one skill. If we see the problem solving process, it is consists of three different stages. These are problem statements, then diagnostic journey, and remedial journey. Take any problem, we have to go through these stages. Now, for each stage, the people required or the skill required may be different depending on the uh, size of the problem. Say, if you see the corona pandemic, then at different stages, different type of skills and different type of people are required. Or and if we are looking for problems in the small business, then it can be one man show also. But then you have to have different execute different skills at different stages. So let us start with first skill stage, that is problem statement. What is problem statement? A business undertake when we start a business, we undertake projects to grow their business because as we start, the problems are inevitable part of the business, and it will come entering the businesses at various stages in various forms. So these are the different projects that we have to take, and these projects start with a problem to be solved, and success of the project depends on how the problem is stated. This is the very first stage, and it is a very important stage. It is like coming to a fork in the road. If you take a wrong fork, then we will end up nowhere near our goal, and we will waste all our time and efforts in the process. So it is very important to define the problem correctly. Let me explain this by a case study. A multinational car manufacturer in India, they launched a new model. The model was excellent in all the aspects, like look and comfort and safety and power. Everything was very good compared to all other models at the time. So company was very much confident about a launch with a big bang. But then they launched the product. They started uh, failing to convert the inquiry, whatever they are getting. And company was in trouble because it is not picking up. And component which is coming from the field it is a slow pickup, and uh, and what they wanted was to increase the power because power of the engine is less. That is why pickup is less. So company started investigating because problem was diverted to. It is a predefined problem. That is a slow pickup is there, so that is a defined problem, and solution is also given. And we have to increase the power. So problem was diverted to engine group, but then they started working and they found could not find any fault with that. So uh, problem was investigated in further greater detail. And when we found that when salespeople give the demo or say a trial run to the customer, and when they take to various roads in the city, they find that when we stop the vehicle from the standstill at say various signals, road signals, and when they start to pick up, uh, it doesn't attain necessary speeds, and other vehicles which are even auto rickshaws also could take overtake this vehicle, and it happens in very few first seconds only. And then vehicle is powerful, then we can overtake in plain road, they can overtake any vehicles and all. But this pickup at the signal, it was a problem of concerns because customer doesn't know anything about the power and anything else. So they see that the engine is less powerful, and other people also uh, also started commenting on that this model is having less power. So this problem was investigated in further detail, and then it was found that the gear ratio of the first gear was very high. That is why when they start the vehicle, it takes its own power and speed is less. So that is why they cannot attain the required speed at the signal. So finally, the problem was defined as vehicle doesn't obtain sufficient speed as compared to other vehicles when starting from the race, and this hurts the customer sentiments and they perceive it as an engine is not having enough power. So this may be due to improper gear race reduction. So now the problem is stated correctly and possible hypothesis also given. So now we see that importance of the problem statement. What is the problem statement? It is a concise description of a problem or an issue. What it advantage of the defining a problem is that it clearly clarifies goals and scope of the project. It improves your focus. It will not divert in any other ways like engine and other thing. Now it is a tool for communication for all stakeholders. What and why? So everybody in the organization and any associates also, they come to know that what is the problem and it is communicated clearly down the line. Because the stakeholder says, suppose you are a supplier and you are supplying the engine parts. Uh, Suddenly you get worried because company is having problem with the engine parts. So they start cutting down their supply, or a buyer of the parts, they are getting worried. They will say that okay, now I have to reduce the inventory because anytime the parts may be obsolete or maybe have to be modified. So this statement at the start of the project gives clear cut communication to all stakeholders that who has to do what, and this guides activities and decisions of team and other stakeholders. And also we can get support when we buy in or when we want to many make any changes and we will require investment, then we will get a support and we get a buy-in for that. So what is the tip? How do we go about that? So we have to understand correctly to address it correctly. For that we will require data. For that we will have to do research. So understand the context of the problem and its implication and possible consequences, because consequences can be sales is getting affected, or maybe in the worst possible scenario, whole business has to be shut down. So research on the nature of the problem and its importance, urgency, tendency, or frequency. So this will clearly communicate to down the line what is the importance and why it is required. And and during the process, we can identify every stakeholders involved in it. So if you like this video, uh, please let me know three things you have learned from this video in the comment box below. And this is a very short video, and if you want to expand in any other topic explain in herein, and you can write to me on the comments. And also you can say that one thing which you did not like. Please subscribe to my channel so that I can you will get the notification as soon as I have add my new video on this subject. You can join my Facebook group by clicking the link below and to more about my activities. Also, you join my private group to interact with similar professionals I have created for this very purpose. Thank you very much for listening.